Alright guys, very good morning. Today we will do some exercise on cleaning data in Power Query. So the first data I'm going to import is of course Excel file. Okay, so I want to press here. This is the first data I'm going to import. Apocalypse food prep. And you can see here there's three sheet: pivot table, purchase overview, and purchase tracker. You go for purchase overview and transform data. So if you notice here, you will have this data here in this is in Power Query editor. We are using Power Query editor. So basically what we're going to do now is you will be given a data like this is the one. Okay, in Excel file, if you see this data, you are given a data like this: Apocalypse food preps. We're going to convert this. Okay, this is I can call this as a messy kind of data. We're going to convert this. Okay, this is the data. Convert this to a very neat and tidy data like this. Each and every column, it has a unique variable. Okay, you can see here stock, product, price, and date. In this thing, it all kind of mixed. We're going to do nicely. All right, before we proceed, let's see here. Before we proceed, of course I told you earlier, home, transform, and add column is the tab we're going to use for cleaning or transforming data. If you go to view column, okay, in this view column you can see column quality here. Okay, column quality tells you that in each column the status or the nature of the data. Here you can see that there's empty 18%, empty 6%, empty 6%. All this, if you see like this, is kind of not okay. We need to clean up all these things. Okay, so once we clean this data, you can see later there's 0. All this empty data will be 0. Everything is 100% percentage, 100% value. But at the same time, I'm not telling that if the data is 100% valid, the data is clean. No, it depends. Okay, later we have another exercise. We'll go through that also. Now here you can see empty. There are many empty data here. Okay, and click again column, it will disappear. And let us try to clean this data. When I say clean, we're going to make it like, we're going to bring it like this. Okay, all right. So first of all, you can see that there is a null. Okay, the 2 rows, there is null, empty cells here. So let us remove the 2 rows here. Remove rows, remove top rows, and we press 2 here. 2 top rows, it will remove. And then we can make it. You can see there is another rule of thumb in cleaning data. Later in our next class, I will tell you what is the rule of thumb for cleaning the data. Yeah? One of the rule of thumb in cleaning the data or transforming the data is we have to get rid of all this total and subtotal. So here you can see the grand total here. We don't need this. We want to abstract the raw data. We don't need the sum of the data. So remove this. Right click and remove. And you can see also there's a total and total and total here. This is also total. One way of removing this is you can see also a null here. Okay, one way of course you can remove this by pressing what do you call, remove empty or select filters. Select filters does not contain, and does not contain, you can press any word here. Okay, so if you press total here, it will go off all these things. Or another way is you go here, remove empty cells. See, this is empty, isn't it? This is empty. Yeah? If you remove empty cells, the whole row is gone. Okay, it will removed. Remove empty cell, the row, the total is gone. The empty cell, the empty null also gone here. And then you can, this is product, location, date. We make the first column as a header. For making first column as a header is something, is a norm. Okay, it's a norm. You have to make sure you're doing that. And now we keep location and product. The date we make it unpivot. So unpivot other column, and you will get like this. So we are almost there. If you notice here, purchase tracker, we have 4 columns. One is store, product, price, and date. So you go here. This value here we move here, and then location I change the name to store. This is product. This value I'm going to write price. Normally price of any monetary value we make it as a fixed decimal. And for attribute here, that this is date, put here date, and date, no date, not date and time, date only. Okay, so we get the what we want here. We get the thing, almost store, product, price, and date. So if you notice here, there's no null data, no empty cell, no null, no total. I'll try to give the rule of thumb of cleaning the data in the class, in the physical class. Okay, this is how you clean the first data here, the first exercise for this one. Let us move on to the next part. So for the next part, I go home and I go for new source. I'm going to go for Excel again, connect to Excel. This is connecting data for Excel. There are many, we are still in Excel. And I go for raw clean data here. All these data files is given in the OneDrive, the one I share with you is in the WhatsApp group. You can access through that. Here you click, you can see many checkbox here. You click raw 1, raw 2, and raw 3. This is the three more exercises we're going to do today. Okay. So you can see it is here. Okay. This one we have done just now. This is the one we did. Now go to raw 1. Raw 1, if you open in the Excel file, it looks like this. Okay, you can see all the information here is mixed up. In one row you can see name, email, your age, the city, and also the gender. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 information or 5 variable in one row. So this is quite messy kind of data. We need to we need to clean this type of data properly, and when we clean it, the clean data or the transform data looks like this. Okay, it looks like this. As if all the each column designated for each parameter or each variable: name, email, age, city, and gender. So we're going to split this, okay? And when we go for our Power Query here, as I told you, the first 3 tab is for transforming and cleaning data. The view one is you go to column quality here. You can see, of course, valid 100%, no empty cell, but the data is haywire here. So still doesn't mean it is valid 100%. It is good data. It is something we need. We still have to do some transformation and cleaning process. Alright, let us do this. So first of all, I'm going to make the header use, okay, here. Later I think somehow we have to rename the header, because the header also haywire. It's a mixed kind of thing. First of all, I'm going to split by the name first, okay? The split by name first. So go to split column by delimiter, and we're going to split the thing by how you can split. You can see after each name here there's the word email, and there's the email and the email. Okay, so the name and the email is separated by the word email. So I'm going to split this by the word email, and my name, the name is on my leftmost, okay, leftmost delimiter. We don't want this quotation character here, and then press OK. You can see now we have splitted the name here. Later we will rename the header. So for the time being, we just keep it like that. So this is name, okay. Now we're going to split the email. So press this. If you notice, the email here, the email is separated by semicolon. Is it semicolon? Oh yeah, something semicolon here. So we're going to split this by semicolon. Go to split delimiter, semicolon, leftmost, and you can see that email now. Oh, not semi. Is it semicolon? Wait, let me check. Oh, before. Oh, not semicolon, because there's a number here. After .com, there's a number that is your age. Okay, you can see that is your age actually. After .com, 21, 29, 17, 17. So we have to do another delimiter. I mean, we have to cannot use semicolon now. Let us undo. This is undo. Okay, let us undo. Now how we can split this? We're going to split the email. There's another option where we can split, because after email there's a number 21, 29, 17, 17. I think there's another option by non-digit. Okay, so we're going to digit to non-digit or non-digit to digit. Ours is non-digit to digit. Press here. If you press because the email is non-digit, the age is digit. That's the reason we press non-digit to digit. Okay, so here we have separated the email. Okay, good. And then here we can separate by the year. I mean the age. We can separate the age here. Press split column, and now we can split by delimiter, semicolon, yes, leftmost, none, and it goes by age, because the age is separated by semicolon here. Okay, all right, that is good. And then name, email, age is separated. What else is that? It is gender and city. Only two variable parameter are there, gender and city, and both of these parameters is separated by the word gender. Okay, so we split by gender first. Okay, delimiter, and we split by the word gender. You can put leftmost delimiter because only two. And yes, so it's separated by the gender is separated already. All right, so we have separated 5 column here. Still need to be done one by one. Okay, now if you notice here, the name here in the clean data, the name is, each word is capitalized. RSI is capitalized. So we're going to capitalize each name here. We can use the transformation is column from example. So put column by example here. Right here, R, capital R, U, Q, A, Y, Y, A, H, capital S, A, L, U, L, I, H, U, capital I, B, R, A, H, I, M. So capitalize each word. Rukaya, Salihu, Ibrahim. Okay, and then this is column by example, as we have done earlier in the class. I have explained you what is a function. Once we change the first row, it will automatically detect how to change the consequent rows. So if you press the next rows, you can see that the consequent contents, okay, all the names, it has changed to capital uppercase for the first. Okay, so now you press OK. So you have the names are the first, first letter for each letter, sentence, word here in a capital uppercase. Now you can erase this, you can remove this, and then you bring the name here, the one we did just now, as well. This is what we want. Now this one we name it as what they want, full name. So we name it as full name. The type of content is text, so put ABC. Okay, it is there. Next is email. All right, we name this as email. But if you notice in the email, it has two at. So how to remove these two at? Go to replace. Okay, replace value. We want to replace two at with one at, and OK, it is changed. It is transformed into one at. So this we have done this one. Next one is age. Age, I think we no need to do anything. It is in the form of age, and we just rename this as age and make sure it is whole number. Next one is city, birth city or city. Okay, so we rename this as city, and here you see here I want the IFE, IWO, ILA, IBADAN, something like this. That is a city. Okay, so how am I going to do this? We can do this by column by example, or you can replace. There are two ways to do this. One is replacing this. Okay, we want to replace the hashtag years with nothing. So if you replace this, you will get only the city's name. Or undo, you go by column from example. As usual, you press IFE and press the rest. It will identify the rest. Press OK, and you have that. And you can erase this, and you can drag this, put it here, whichever way you are convenient. So since I did this, I just drag this here and then rename this as city. Alright, done. Text, type of the content is text, so you put here ABC, and this is gender. So we have cleaned the first raw data here as we want according to the you look at clean one, we get exactly like this. Right. Now raw 2. Okay, let us move on to raw 2. Here when you press raw 2, it looks like this. If you look at clean data here, clean raw 2, you have country name, country code, series, values, years, country name, country code, 5 column here, country name, country code, series is here, series, but then it doesn't have series code, so we can remove this series code, and the header is there already. We don't need to change to first header, the first row as a header. But the year, I think the year is on one column, so we have to unpivot. So this one is nice, this one is nice, this one is nice. We unpivot the other column, so we have this. So we automatically have 5 column here, right? Country name is there, country code is there, series is there, year and values we interchange now. Here if you notice, there is a 2 dot here. Okay, we need to clean that. We don't want that actually. Okay, after 11.2 we straight away must have 529164. We don't want this 2 dot. So you go here, okay, go all the way down, we don't want this 2 column. Okay, we want to filter this. Okay, in this column we want all these numbers. Okay, we check, but we don't want this 2 dot. You uncheck this, press OK, that thing gone already. I mean the whole row, whatever related related row is gone already. Okay, we don't want that. And then here the here we want year only. We don't want the one inside the bracket. So we can create column by example 2122. Okay, remove this, and we have this. Right, country name, country code, series, values, and year. Okay, this one we change it to year. This one we change it to text. This one is whole number. This one is decimal. Okay, if you look at the Excel file, it's not fixed decimal. You just put it a decimal. Text. That's it. So raw data 2 is clean now, I guess. All clean. Why it is clean? Because we want in this form, so we have clean it as according to this. Now we are moving to raw data 3. The raw data 3 here, if you notice here what we need, first column is ship mode. In the ship mode, segment, order ID, order date, sales. In the ship mode, you can see first class consumer, and then first class corporate, first class home office, same day consumer, then second class also, second class consumer, second class corporate, second class home office, do we have second class home office? Oh, there's a standard class also. Okay, anyway, this is the ship mode become column. Ship mode means the first class, second class, all this become column. If you notice here, when you put raw data 3, you remove the to change type and the promoted header you remove. You can see here the ship mode here is first class, same day, second class, and standard class is in the row. Just now we saw is in the column. So if I make it transpose, it becomes like this. That's what we want. Okay, and then just now first class consumer, corporate, home office. I mean, just now we cannot delete this because we saw that first class has consumer, first class also corporate. Just now we saw that first class consumer, first class corporate, and first class it has home office. Okay, so in this case we cannot delete this null. previously we deleted because there's a total and all the row was null, but in this case there's a corporate home office. So what we can do here, highlight this, fill down means what will happen, this null here will follow the first class, this null here will fill up with first class, down means it will, I mean the same day will fill up this one and this one, first class will fill up this one and this one. Okay, so fill here, so it becomes like this. Just now the null here become first class, null here become same day, second class, something like that. And then the date here, order ID, if I bring this and unpivot, because date we want in the one column, isn't it? Remember this one, order date, order ID is one column. So we unpivot now, we unpivot and put other column. Do we get this? No. We remove this, we make first header, this one, unpivot, order date, order ID, order date is there. Okay, we unpivot, we get order ID, order date, but the ship mode and segment is not there. Ship mode and segment, where is it? The ship mode supposed to be the header, so I'm going to erase, undo now, undo, all undo. First here, the problem here, I guess, I'm going to what if I merge these two? Okay, I merge these two, later on we do. So if I want to merge this first column, second column, make it one, because why I'm merging, because if I want to transpose, if I transpose this ship mode must be in the first column. So if I want to merge this, let's say I merge this, merge with equal sign. Okay, so it has merged now. I transpose, I fill down, I put this, the rest is unpivot. Did I do any mistake here? First row, use first row as a header. Now unpivot. Yes, now we are getting this. So you can see first class, first class, first class, first class, consumer, consumer, because just now I didn't put the header as a the first row as a header. We have to make sure this is the header. Okay, so now the header is there. How many columns are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Here, this attribute here, it has two information. Okay, one is ID and one is date. So let us split this. Split by equal and take the leftmost delimiter. We don't want this. And now we have 5. Okay, all is good. Ship mode is, we change the thing, we change the header here, consumer. This one we put it as order ID. This one we put it as date. Okay, change this one sheep, this one is text, this one is put whole number cannot, decimal cannot. Then we put a text here because it has CA text, just leave it like this. This one is date, okay, and this one I think did they change to fixed decimal? Yes, it's not fixed, so we just put it as decimal numbers. This one we just leave it as all text, order ID. This is already in date. This one is decimal number, sales. Order date. Do we have null here? Oh, we have a null here, so it has grand total here. Okay, so you can see here we don't want the null. Go here, this null here, uncheck, press OK. Okay, we don't want to see any null here. So now to see whether in the column we have null or not, you press here. Okay, you can see all the column must be date. Okay, good. You can see the data here. There shouldn't be a null. All is good. So we have cleaned the data for raw data. A raw 3 is a little bit complicated, but you can practice this. Alright, so we have done the raw data, how to clean the data, all these things. You can practice more with any data type. Next class we will try to do some visualization with the data. Okay, bar chart, pie chart, line graph, something like that. Okay, alright, with that, that's all for today. I'll see you all next class then. Take care.